Hey everybody, welcome to this game of Europa Universalis 4, which I will never say again and only refer to as EU4 because it's way easier to say. I'm joined here by my good friend Jim, and we are going to go through this game here as Brandenburg so that our friend Jeff may see it and know it and love it in that order. So, Jim, welcome.
Hello, friends! Let us get this game onward!
All right. So as you can see, we've elected to play as Brandenburg here. They're in the, I guess you call it like coffee colored brown.
It's pretty coffee.
Yeah. So that's where we're going to start here. We have
Cocoa.
Berlin. So we could say that,
Cocoa
we've
country.
flown in from Berlin and our arms are tired.
Wow.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I'm going with here. Nothing but A material. So we're going to start here as Brandenburg. I'm going to hit the ready key. I believe Jim, who has the wonderful code name of Mr. Redshirt up here, has the ready key
Absolutely.
going. So once he is ready, he will start the game.
I
And
am ready.
We will get
Are
this.
you ready?
I did. I hit ready.
Well, then we shall play.
Yay! As it's initializing. This game has a tremendous number of things to learn, different ways to play it, and different ways you can go with it. So we will kind of go through everything here. This first round of game is going to be mostly explanation. So as you can see, you start off with a very small little territory that is lit. It's around what you control. You can see there are other things that are happening in the world, but we can't really see what they are until we get a little further along. So we're going to start here with our advisor slot. Most of the time you'll get these little pop-up flags here when things need to be taken care of. So you can see we have advisors that we're missing. We have none of them right now. Our current leader is Prince Elector Frederick II von Hohenzollern? That was terrible. I know.
Close. Very
His
close.
heir is the same age as him. Are you seeing that? They're both 30.
No, I haven't checked. I have not
What?
checked the error.
They are both 30. Oh, dear
Well,
Lord.
that's disappointing. And his error is much worse than he is.
Well, he's only one worse in every category.
No, he's pretty worse.
Okay.
That was a
All right.
terrible sentence.
No. It was pretty good. So as you can see, we have what they call administrative, diplomatic, and military power, or what's
That's
commonly
what they
referred
call
to is commonly referred to as the power points of the game. They come up in this menu up here where you can see them, where we start with 84 administrative, 84 diplo, and 50 military power. And hiring advisors actually will increase how much power you get each month. So we'll look through what we've got here. I'm assuming we want to do production efficiency, Jim?
I normally do prefer production efficiency, yes.
Yeah, that'll increase the amount of money that we're earning from the various
Yes.
different industries that we have.
Good
We
choice.
have either spy network or improve relations. I'm gonna
I
go
think
with,
I'm going improve relations.
yeah, I think so too. Just because number one, he's 6 years younger, so that should last longer
He
in
is
theory.
6 years younger. Yeah.
All right, and then the last one, oh, I think you hit okay on it before I could. We have either the
Morale
morale,
of armies.
and that's the one we're going to go with. So Jim will select that.
Yes, absolutely. That's
And
that's
then
strong. Please explain how morale of armies works.
we will get to the explanation of morale of
That's
armies
so deep.
when we actually get into the point where we use our armies. So as you can see now, our income has gone to where it was before to being negative. So that's not a great sign. We have a
that's
couple
not a
other
great
things that we do need to take care of. First one being we need to select some rivals. The reasoning behind it is that as you go through the game, you want to compare yourself to other countries that are similar to you. So we actually have 3 enemies already in automatically. Magdeburg, Bohemia, and the Teutonic Order. So we're going to select them all as rivals. So Magdeburg, Bohemia, and the Teutonic Order. So The reason we select these specifically as rivals is because those guys already dislike us because they're our enemies. So we're going to select them as rivals because that gives you a major penalty in your relationship with them. So if you look at, for example, Bohemian, we have all of these many, many different options to choose from when we select them. When we send our, what do you call them, our diplomats over to see them. If you look at it here, you can see we are currently in Bohemia, for example, at minus 128. Some of it is because we have border friction. Some of it is that we're rivaling them, and some of it is that we already had a hostile relationship. So they don't like us. They never will like us, and that's okay. Eventually, we will make them eat their words.
We will conquer them. And their
Yes,
land will become ours.
yes, justice shall be served.
It's one of my favorite parts of the game.
Is expanding and then
Yes.
working through it and then
Conquest.
expanding again. So we have all of this right here. Looking at our economy, as you can see, we have, we're losing almost 2 gold a turn. That's a lot.
I think that's going to change once we start rolling it.
Probably.
It might pick up.
So we'll take a look at it once that does happen. We don't have a ton of income, so we do need to make sure that we are getting that income going, because without it, we can't expand our army, we can't improve or get anything better. So now we need to pick our not our rivals, but our allies. So you can see I clicked on this portion down here for the Holy Roman Empire screen. Because we are part of the HRE, we have relationships with these various different electors, one of whom is voting for us. That's us. Yay!
Yay!
We pick us. Who knew?
Hey, shocking.
Now, the other ones are not currently voting for us. They're all voting for Austria because Austria is currently the emperor. Being emperor gives you a bunch of benefits. It's really good. They're actually listing up here. You can see all of the various different things that you get. So we want to get to a point where we do get elected emperor. It's actually one of our country's goals, but we haven't gotten to that page yet, so I'll get there in just a minute. In the meantime, we need to establish some friends. So I normally choose Saxony because they're right near us. They're normally pretty good.
Saxony, really?
Yes, sir. So Saxony is the one that I would first start with. We can do a royal marriage with them. That will actually
that's good.
tie our dynasties together, so that's a good thing. They also hate the Teutonic Order, and they end up being our ally on a lot of things. So we will start with a royal marriage with Saxony.
Vassalize and annex them?
Well, they're a little bigger than that. Also, they're an elector, so they won't go for that.
No, they
But
won't.
I like where you're going with this, just in case. We do need them. And then the next one I was going to say is let's cozy up to the big bad daddy here, Austria, and offer them
I'm
marriage.
perfectly fine with allying with Austria.
Yeah. The
They would
reasoning
be a
behind
strong
it is
ally.
exactly, and they're also the emperor, so we want to keep them happy.
I guess.
For now, when we get big enough that we can put
Till
them
we
in their
steal
place,
the crown.
yeah, when we get big enough that we can put them in their place, then we'll look at it a little differently. So, okay, so I've done the major pre-steps. There are 2 other things here that you can see, the little drop-down flags. First one is that the truces will expire. If we are fighting Hungary, that would be an issue. I'm not worried about that, so I'm going to get rid of that flag. And
No, I've already had turkey.
Well played, sir. And as you can see, you have all of these disputed successions. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And that's what you're known for, is bringing the heat, the thunder. And then you can see all of these disputed successions here. What that would mean is if you had a royal marriage with any one of these places and the crown prince or the king or duke or whatever the position is dies, you can actually get into a personal union with them and eventually take their territory. I already kind of touched on Hungary here a little bit. You can see Hungary has an interim. They have no legal heir. Eventually, Hungary gets subsumed by Austria because Austria is more powerful and they get taken in. Same thing will actually happen here with Lithuania and Poland. Poland eventually takes over and becomes their legal heir. Naples is in as a partnership, excuse me. Thought they were in a personal union, but they are the junior partner of Aragon, who's over here. So there's a bunch of different things that are going on. As you can see, we are here in Europe. There are an awful lot of countries to choose from, so you can kind of play this game from a number of positions. We're starting out with a middling country. We have played as Austria before. We played as France, England, Ottoman. That one was fun. Just all over the place. So that's kind of the overview there. A couple more things to look at before we start rolling it. Our economy tab, that just basically spells everything out. We're going to see how this goes once we start, because I think that balance should shift a little bit.
It should. Yeah.
But we'll see how it goes.
Once we start generating income.
Yeah. Oh, we
Because
also
we're just
need
sitting at paused right now.
What also helps if we actually send our guys out and have them do the right thing and trade.
Mm-hmm.
That might help. So we got one guy here in the wine market, or Wien market, excuse me, who is pulling trade north to Saxony, which is our home market. And the other guy is over here in Krakow, who's also, again, pulling to our home market of Saxony. So that looks like it is done correctly, I believe. So that is kind of everything there. Jim, if you would like to take over with the army, I'll pull that up and you can go ahead and explain the army and how that works if you'd like.
Sure. So we currently have an 8 stack. If you click on the 8 stack, you'll see it's divided up between 6 infantry and 2 cavalry. You really want to balance your armies depending on where your current military technology is. Dan will get into the different technologies here. That's something we need to touch upon. But we're always trying to advance our technology, advance our country forward. That makes your military stronger. It makes your troops stronger. Everything continues to advance.
Correct.
So balancing your armies based on your infantry and cavalry is very important. So right now we have a 6 and a 2, and we have no artillery, no cannons. That's something you unlock later on as you advance your military technology. Perfect. So right now, I'm fine with just leaving them where they are. They're sitting in a fort, aren't they?
Yes, they are in the fort there in Berlin, and I have no problem with that as well.
Normally, I like to put them on the border of whatever country we're planning on attacking next, because there is a time. They take time to be able to get to wherever location you're trying to put them on. So having them poised to attack for wherever you're focusing on to try to take over territory next is important. So with that in mind, what direction do you think we should be focusing on?
I'm not 100% sure yet. I'm guessing we're going to end up going north.
I'm thinking
Mecklenburg
north.
Might be
I'm thinking something that has 1 or 2 territories.
Yeah.
Mecklenburg looks right. I mean, it's right there on the coast. It's right next to us. It's in the way of our adventure into Denmark, and we absolutely need to get into Denmark just to say we got there.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, that
possibly
is definitely
Mecklenburg.
a way we can look at it. Let me go through these tabs real fast so we can see the rest of it.
Sure.
Next one over from our trade tab is our technology tab. As you can see, everything starts out as level 3. It's very Star Warsy in that way, in that they don't start with 1, but hey, let's start at 3. But as you can see, it costs a certain number of points to up your technology. That will actually decrease each year that you have it. So as you can see, we need 598 administrative points, 598 diplomatic points, and 598 military points to advance. These are the various different things that you get when you do advance them. Like this one will give us the church. This will give us the trade range and the marketplace. And then we'll get increased tactics and increased morale, which again, we'll go more into morale when we actually get into battles.
Morale is very important.
It is very important. This is the idea tree, which you start unlocking ideas when you hit level 5 on your technology. So we have a little bit of time before then. The ideas, excuse me, there's a lot of different options that come from them. And as you unlock them, you actually unlock a lot of these other things that automatically come from your civilization. So as you can see, we have Prussian ideas. Those ones are automatic. And then we actually get to select as we unlock technology. The next tab over is the missions tab. They would like us to reclaim Newmark. So that actually might be the way to go.
They changed it. The
Oh yeah, they
missions tab
changed it a
looks very
lot.
different.
Yeah, it's much different. And as you
I
can
have
see, we
not
actually
seen the
have
new version.
estates now. I don't know if you noticed that, Jim.
I do not know what estates are. I was going to ask you about that when we got to it.
I don't know 100% how they work or what they
Okay,
do, but you
excellent.
can assign them, and I can show that as well. So as you can see, our first military tech or military goal is to actually reclaim Newmark from the Teutonic Order. So we could go that route too, depending. We also have these other missions, like if we get our army size up to 100% force limit, we get increased morale and lowered maintenance. If we get 2 allies of at least 150 opinion, we get diplomatic reputation bonus. High income, if we have at least $8 and, or I shouldn't say $8, 8.17 gold coins,
There you go.
we get construction cost reduction, and then global dominance. If we become the strongest trade power in Saxony, we get a trade efficiency boost for 20 years. So we have a number of different things that we can do, but as you can see, one of the things that we have to do is recreate Prussia. And if we do
Yay!
recreate Prussia, and obviously Jim can't see this unless he's clicking on it as well, that says, hey, you got to recapture all of this. And if you get that, it's like, oh, cool.
Yep.
Then you can conquer this. Oh, cool. Then you can also conquer this. And so you can see is each step towards it eventually gets to the point where you actually own and control all of this region. And when you do, you can then create different states. So that's kind of something to look at down the road. These are our decisions. Right now we can make no decisions because we haven't earned any of the technology. But we can see we can form the German nation. We don't have all the cores needed to do that, but we can do that. Or form the Kingdom of Prussia. Again, we don't have all the cores, but something we can do down the road. This is a very important tab, the next one over, stability and expansion.
Ooh, yeah.
We will be on this tab a lot, and
Quite
the
a bit.
reason behind it is that as you grow, you can spend points to boost your stability of your empire, which actually gives you bonuses to a number of different things. It helps offset different negatives that you may hit. And as we expand and take territories from other countries, we will need to bring them into our empire. And the only way to do that is to spend time and points on consolidating and claiming them and annexing them as our own. So we will be on this tab a lot. The religious tab is the next one over. It is not something that we're going to deal a lot with, at least at the beginning of the game. But when we hit the middle of the game,
Ooh, yeah,
it'll
the
be,
Reformation is big.
yeah, it's big. So that's something we will deal with as we go.
Not looking
One
forward to
over
that
there
one.
is Jim's favorite tab, the military tab. He's
Yay!
actually going to handle a lot of the military action. So he will be primarily taking point on that. Normally I will run the diplomatic side, and then we try to make decisions together on boosting the economy
Economy.
and doing the
Yep.
other things.
It's normally how we divide the
Yeah,
games up.
makes it easier
This,
because this game has a
this
lot of things that are going on at
yes.
once. So
Yes, there are so many different things going on at the same time. It's nice having an extra pair of eyes on some of the individual pieces. So if I focus on military, Dan focuses on diplomatic, and then we share economy, we can make sure we're keeping an eye on all of the happenings surrounding our country at any given time. Playing it single player is obviously still totally possible, but you can miss things, especially if you're having it on a normal speed or even a faster speed. And having an extra set of eyes really enables you to keep a handle on things and make sure you're running the country the best way you can.
I completely agree. The last tab is the Estates tab, which is something new from the last time that you and I played this together.
Yes, I do not know what this is at all.
Yeah, so you can see it gives you some sort of bonuses depending
Mm-hmm.
on what your loyalty level is. You have some
Loyalty to who?
actions. Loyalty
Or
to us.
oh,
Yeah,
so
as the ruler.
these are like the subsects and the rebels.
Correct. Kind of
Okay.
like that. We'll deal more with rebels when we get them, which
Yeah.
inevitably we will.
Well, the Empire usually deals with them.
Yes, that's true. That's a very good point. The rebel scum. So as you can see, there are interactions you can do for each one of these. Like you can ask them for money, but it costs you loyalty. Or you
Huh.
can, demand their support. Again, lose loyalty. You could grant
Past
charters.
contribution.
Correct. Recruit a minister, which gives you excuse me, gives you a minister, the guy that you can hire, but it also then gives you a penalty or an influence boost to them, or so you have to kind of make sure that you're
Once per
balancing
30
them.
years.
Yeah,
That's quite the penalty. It's a
yeah.
long wait.
Oh, for sure. And as you can see, like each one of these things, they give you different
Modifiers.
bonuses. Yeah, but
Mm-hmm.
also
Yeah.
modifiers to your empire. So we're not going to do anything with that right now. But each one of these
Mm-hmm.
territories, and I think we could probably start rolling it
We
here.
can probably start rolling. Should I roll it?
Yeah, let's roll it
All
forward and
right,
get the
let's
game
roll it. Let's
started.
see what pops up. Now, something we haven't mentioned is one of us,
Oh,
either Dan or
you want to pause
myself,
it?
will get a pop-up.
Yeah, I got it. So go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got a couple things. You want me to roll it?
No, I was asked to pause it because this is actually a really long one. So as he was just saying, and ironically because we got it as soon as you started talking, there are a number of pop-ups that will appear throughout the game. We didn't know who would actually get the pop-ups because
Usually just one of us gets them, and we have to read
yeah,
it to the other.
correct. So I'll read this pop-up here. When the Hohenzollerns acquired the March of Brandenburg in 1411, the state had long history of being very loosely governed under Wittelsbach and Luxembourg overlords. Local nobility, clergy, and city councils had grown used to being left on their own devices. Robber barons and lawlessness are prevalent in many parts of the realm. Our dynasty has had some success in curtailing the power of the nobility and the burghers, often turning their strongholds into rubble in the process. We are, however, still far from the undisciplined master of these lands. Recently, even the clergy, common in all parts of administration, seem to be working against us. If we are to avoid becoming just another temporary dynasty in this region, we must strongly assert our authority and build the government apparatus we can trust.
Good, a
So,
long one.
it's a very long one. So we have two options.
You're gonna read me a novel.
First one here is we could spend 35 administrative power. We
Okay.
get new chancellery until the death of our current lord, who's 30,
He is 30.
which gives unrest plus 1%, but we get autonomy change minus 0.05. And it would cost us 10, or lose 10 influence from the clergy.
I don't know if that's worth it. What's the other option?
The other option is we gain 1 corruption
Damn.
and gain 10 loyalty from the clergy.
Neither of these are very good.
No, they're both bad. So as you can see, sometimes you get stuff where it's good, and sometimes you get stuff where it's not so good. So I'm thinking we probably go with the first one
Yeah.
because I don't really want to
It's
deal
the
with
lesser of two evils.
Yeah. So
I don't
we're
want to
gonna
deal
do
with
that.
corruption.
We got the approved royal marriage to the 2 people we requested. So that's good. So we're going to continue there. Do we want to try to take on, say, like Magdeburg? Oh, Magdeburg hates us. Why does Magdeburg hate? Oh, they're a rival. That's why.
Mecklenburg?
No, Magdeburg is right next to us. They hate
Oh,
us.
the little one.
Yes.
Southwest.
So should we try to see if we can get Anhalt to be our vassal?
Sure. Yeah, Nult right underneath them. That'd be great.
So I'm going to improve relation with them. As you can see,
Okay.
that will
They're
improve
plus
that.
27?
Right now, yeah, and it's going to be a while before that's done. You can improve up to 100 points, is what it says there. And then, in the meantime, we need to pick another person to become allies with. So you can
Who do we have? We have Austria, and we have
Saxony is who we have.
Saxony.
Yeah.
We don't like Bohemia.
Well, do we want to do somebody big like France?
Oh, I don't like France, but they are powerful.
They are very powerful. We could do
very powerful.
Burgundy, who we had said many times over that we...
Burgundy had a tendency to get eaten, though.
Well, eventually there's the part where the Duke of Burgundy, Charles de Bordeaux, he dies and his heir dies within like months of each other, and then they get broken up. At least that's historically how that went down.
It doesn't always work out historically in the game. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Yeah. Do we want somebody like Poland, who's right next to us?
We could go for Poland. They like us.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
they
what are
are
they? Oh,
willing to
plus
do a royal
23.
marriage with us right now. So I could go ahead
Okay.
and let's do Poland.
Yeah, let's do Poland because they tend to stick around for a while
Yeah, although
and
their
they grow
military
and
kind
they
of
get
sucks.
Lithuania.
All right, I say we do Poland. That's a good
Yeah,
one.
let's do Poland.
Okay, Poland it is. Let's go ahead and start going forward again.
Okay, I will roll it.
Cool, cool, cool.
And we are rolling.
Yeah.
And this game
Eventually,
does have
oops,
a
sorry.
tendency to creep along a little bit until we get some pop-ups, some things happening. Okay, great.
Yeah.
So who are we focusing on to actually take over next? Are we going north to Mecklenburg or southwest to Magdeburg?
We could do either one.
Okay.
I almost feel like we should take Newmark.
Newmark.
Yeah, it's Teutonic Order.
Oh, Newmark. Yes, the province Newmark.
Yeah.
Do we want to declare war on Teutonic so fast?
Well, if we
Before
get
want to get a
Poland
beef for
as an
Poland.
ally, Poland will join us, and we should be able to squish the Teutonic
We
Order.
should be able to crush them.
Yeah.
But then we run the risk of dividing our empire because if we take a couple more Teutonic territories, we're going to be divided by Pomerania.
I think Pomerania becomes allies. Well, maybe not. They're with Lithuania and Verdun. Eventually, we're going to take Pomerania, so I'm okay
Oh yeah,
with
absolutely.
dividing
Okay. Well, and we're going to have Poland as our ally
that.
for the foreseeable future anyway, so we can always cross the
We
territory.
need to get our income going badly.
Yes, it did not pop up like I expected it to. Negative 1.91 is not good at all.
Oh, but we did just get a mission fulfilled.
Oh,
Imperial
did we?
Ambition. Yeah.
Excellent. What did we fulfill?
Imperial Ambition. So we get +1 diplomat, which is good because we need somebody to get us started here at the beginning of this
Yeah,
game.
perfect.
So
Okay.
we're going to offer an alliance to Poland. And as you can see, Poland accepted. Now their territory actually lights up. And the way they feel about us went up a lot. So
Yes, it
that's
did.
the
Plus
good news.
100.
Yeah.
Huge.
We
Plus
also
50
have
from
with
the
the
alliance.
royal marriage, and right now, obviously, they don't have anyone particular. We will actually be able to tie our houses together with them. So it is possible that if Poland goes a certain way, we could actually acquire Poland just by having that royal marriage.
Unlikely, but still possible.
Yes, very unlikely, but possible. Because you can see here we can claim the throne. Oh, and they say the Kingdom of Italy is in the empire. We have to claim all of Italy and before 1490, and has to be in the empire until 1550. Otherwise, they will leave. So, Italy, yay!
Italy's big.
Italy is very big. You can see it's down here. It looks like a boot.
It looks like a boot.
Yes, it is. Look at that. It's a stiletto.
It is a stiletto. That's true.
None of this.
All right. So I want to touch upon just a little bit with our military real quick.
Yes, please.
So if you want to open up the land unit screen where we can discuss our force limit.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
So right now we currently have 8,000 troops. It's basically just a stack of 8. Each little person is the equivalent of 1,000 troops. So we have 8K, 8,000. And you build troops in the thousands. So you build 1, so it's 1,000, 2, 2,000. And right now we have 8, and we can support up to 11, which Dan will show you with the 8 divided over 11. So each troop you build, you have to maintain and pay the gold cost to be able to support that troop. If you go over the maximum amount of 11, it starts getting extremely expensive. It'll allow you to build more past that, but it's just not worth it financially. Your economy will just tank if you build too far past that. So normally we try to build pretty close up to our max limit if we can afford it. Right now, I would love to build 3 more troops so that we would have our max of 11, but we're losing money right now. We really can't afford it. We're actually now up to negative 2.03. That's significant.
Just as a heads up, I just mothballed our fort to help cut into that.
Okay, so the next month, usually a lot of the changes don't take place until the following month.
Yeah.
So when the month ticks over, which it should here in the next day or two, because it's March 29th, let's watch what happens with our income here. Great.
Um,
So now we're at negative 0.36. Still negative, but way less than what it was.
yeah,
So mothballing,
I also reduced the army maintenance as well to kind of
perfect.
help offset it. But obviously, when we go to a point where we are going to start declaring war on other people, we will need to pump that back up, because what happens here is if you have low or low value in it, the army
Hmm.
itself actually has poor discipline, poor
It's
morale.
weak. It
So
really weakens your army, and it hurts fighting. Ooh, Papal Conclave.
yeah, we'll get to the point where we have some sort of papal input, maybe. I'm almost tempted, Jim, and I know this is probably not the best way to do it, to release one of these guys from the court.
Ooh, one of our court. Well, I mean, that is what's hurting right
Yeah.
now is paying the wages
So I'm
to the guys in the
thinking
court.
Johann, let him go.
Improve relations
Yeah, because we just
because he
literally we
will.
can't afford.
Yeah. So now we will have a positive 0.63.
Yeah, so at least we'll
Yeah,
have
no
some
advisor.
income growing for right now.
Hmm.
Um,
Income growth is huge. You
yeah,
don't want to have negative income. It'll cripple everything.
yep. So that's what we're gonna do for now. I think maybe bump this up till it's about 0.5.
Are you looking at the economic potential of our current provinces that we own? Is there anything we can boost or bump up or build?
Um, let's see what we have here. Actually, looking
Yeah,
at
we
the
can
screen,
spend
I forgot to
diplomatic.
talk about this. There's the production interface, which is the little, almost hammer and sickle here underneath your shield. So you can see the various different things that you can do, like raise armies, build ships. As you can see, we're landlocked right now, so we can't do that. Make core,
I
send a
sunk our fleet.
missionary, local autonomy, so you could actually increase the amount of autonomy that each area has. Change cultures. We'll build the different buildings. As you can see, we have none. This is probably the one that'll most input it. So you can see the
Hmm.
value of what we have. So we have a lot of cloth, one iron, and one livestock.
A lot of cloth.
A lot of
Everybody's
cloth.
focused on cloth.
So what we could do to try to increase our money, as Jim is trying to point out here, is we could put some of these points into values on the land. So you could see if I put a point in here, say for example in Altmark, this increases monthly production by 0.05. It also increases the trade value 0.60. So it gives us a little bit of a boost to what we would get. Um, Berlin, it looks like the administrative points in Berlin would be the best value,
Hmm.
or perhaps Sternberg. So, I mean, we could put a couple points in there to try to use those points to push up the value of our territory to also
But by
increase.
spending that admin power or that diplo power, we are holding ourselves back technologically because as those values tick up, we can then spend those points to advance our technology as a whole, either in administrative or diplomatic. So it's really a balance of trying to decide, do you put the points back into your country to be able to improve the current local economy, or do you save them and improve your technology as a whole, which will unlock better future buildings that you can build, which will then further improve things? So it's always a balance.
Yep. So
And
that's,
Poland.
yeah,
Did you get that pop up?
they did. They chose an heir
They did, finally.
who is, it looks like Lithuanian, and they have a personal union with Lithuania.
There you go.
So,
They start with that, though.
correct. By choosing that heir, they
Yep.
get the personal union.
Yep.
Now, we, on the other hand, also have an opportunity. We can send a missionary to support our heir to the throne. Because as you can see, we still have that royal marriage with them. So at some point, if we get to a point where Poland has no heir and we want to try to put our heir on the throne, we can. But we have to figure out what we're going to do with that, and that'll be something we'll tackle when we get to that point.
Yep.
So we,
Income is currently plus 0.5. We're
yeah,
earning 50 cents, really. Each month. That's what we earn each month. We have to wait for the month to tick by before we get that amount.
Correct.
So there we go. We just got 50 cents.
50,
Woo!
half a gold piece.
Half a gold piece.
Because,
Yep.
I mean, they're not really cents.
They're not really cents.
per se.
I just
I
default.
just saw it exactly.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it, too. It's like, cents, dollars, right. No.
Right. Investment.
Yes. Investing. Yes. Love it. All right. So we are going along. Across the top here, I should explain all of this as well. Treasury is just how much money you have. The manpower is how many troops you can afford to use. Every time you raise troops, you have to draw from your manpower. Every time troops die in battle, you have to replace with manpower. So that
Prolonged wars really hurt because you dwindle your manpower reserves up to really when it goes down to 0, and then you can't reinforce your troops.
Correct. Sailors, as you can see, we have 0 right now. Moldova.
No, nothing important.
Yeah. This is our stability modifier. As you can see, it's at 0. Next to it is our corruption. Corruption is also at 0. Prestige, which is how much honor you have. And that goes on a scale of 100 to minus 100. So like if you lose a war, it goes backwards. Oh, cool. Magdeburg.
Very nice.
Doing something stupid. And then legitimacy is how strong your claim to the throne is. So you can see ours right now is at 97. It will tick back up to 100. Each time we do a royal marriage, it gets dinged. If you have people die in quick succession, it gets dinged.
You're the actual ruler of your own country.
Correct.
That's who we're speaking about.
Correct. The last one in that line is the power projection. We get points for each rival that we have. Every time you show up your rivals, if you take territory from them, there's a number of ways to get points. You get benefits from it. As each time it ticks up, you get a certain number of effects that get increased for it. Underneath it are the power points, which we discussed earlier. Right now we're in the age of discovery. Each time the new age ticks over, that'll appear, and we'll have to try to do some things to embrace the new age. Above that, we have the number of merchants we have, 2. We have no colonists, not a surprise there. We have 3 diplomats, and then 1 missionary who is just going to be sitting around doing nothing for a long, long time because we are surrounded by entirely countries that have the same religion. So that is about that. As you can see, our trade is actually ticked up a little bit. Not much, but a little bit. We're getting a little more pull from it. Although it looks like the Wien market has actually kind of been reduced. It's down to 5.5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I almost feel like we might be better served by taking this guy in Krakow.
Move him over.
Put him in Lubeck and have him just collect.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do that and see how that affects it. And it is December. Almost done with 1445.
There it is.
So yeah, we are playing on a very slow speed, as you probably could tell. We're getting nothing. Yay! Because he hasn't established himself there yet. But hopefully that will allow us to start to collect a little more of this bulk amount of gold that is flowing into this trade market. It's kind of interesting how they choose things. Like the English Channel, for example, if you look at it right now, is very, very strong. 17 gold. That might be the strongest. Oh, Venice always has a strong one.
Venice is always.
Look at Genoa. Holy cow. Genoa's
Genoa pumping it out.
Yeah, 17.8. The Ottoman have a very strong one there in Constantinople because they draw across.
Yeah, 17.8. Mm-hmm.
And then you can see there are some land trade lines that go this way.
English Channel at 17 is not bad.
No, that's very strong.
Very strong.
Not a whole lot going on in Seville right now, but that's okay.
There's not much going on in South Africa either.
True. Very true. Mostly because there's nothing going on there.
There's nothing going on there.
Yeah. Oh, well, I got to offer Austria an alliance here. Let me bring this guy back.
You look at Saxony,
What about Saxony?
42.9
For what?
for our trade power.
Oh. No, that's good, right?
Yeah, it's decent. It's decent.
Yeah, I mean we got a
All right,
ways
let's
to
take a
go
look
yet.
here. So, yeah, see, our income keeps going down. We're only at 0.41.
Yeah, he is not doing a great job with collecting here in
No.
this market.
Did you just move him to Lubeck?
Yeah, that's where he was.
Okay. Yeah, it's tough. All right, we'll see how it goes.
Collecting
We need to get our
trade.
income up. I didn't realize that we started this low of income.
Yeah, I didn't know either, but that's
It's
okay.
tough. It's all right. We'll get there. We got to build it up from somewhere. Start at the bottom and build it up. Build our empire.
Okay, so I think I know why we're having such issues with it. Apparently, you get a penalty from collecting from not your main trade city.
Well, that hurts things.
Yeah, so I mean, we might as well have that guy come over here and collect from our main trade city, because
Okay. It's important.
yeah, we need to get some trade going, get some money
Yeah.
rolling in if we can.
Yeah, it's early in the game. Things start low. And you
Oh,
build
for
up.
sure, and it takes a while, and then you build some things and you
Yeah.
grow, and it makes.
And
it
we're not
better.
a giant country.
Oh, we're very
So
small.
in previous games, we've started with larger countries that have a little bit stronger of a foothold.
Yeah.
We have to build that.
Yeah, we'll get there. A little bit at a time.
We will. Yeah, one
Oh,
step at a time.
That should actually boost our income quite a lot. He's now
Excellent.
collecting 0.78.
So we'll see what happens when we tick over into April.
Yeah. So we're going to stay on a slow speed for right now until we
Yes.
kind of get things figured
Make sure
out.
we get a good handle on things.
Yeah.
All right. I just went up 10.
Yeah,
So
it's
we're at 0.51 instead of 0.41. But you know what? I'll take it. Every little bit counts.
Yeah. Every little bit she does is No, wait, that's not it.
That's not right.
Next time.
So did we decide who we're focusing on for in terms of conquering? Are we going north or
I
south?
think it's going to be Nurmark.
Oh, we're going. That's right. We're going to go
Although
Teutonic,
they
which
are
we're right on the
allied
border
with
of.
Mecklenburg, so we're going to have to fight them too, which shouldn't be a
Yeah.
problem.
What is the strength of Teutonic Order? So I'm going to go ahead and pull them up.
They are still a 333, just like us.
Okay.
So is Mecklenburg. Oh, and we got a petition for redress. So peasants typically had no voice, but they occasionally gained access to the monarch and asked for redress. So we could deny it, but we'd have 7 peasant regiments revolt in Uckermark.
Okay.
So you might want to send our army to Uckermark. And also
Moving
hire...
them now.
Oh, should we hire a general?
We should hire a general. Can we afford a general?
I mean,
you
we have
pay-
points.
You don't pay a monetary cost for generals, right?
I don't believe so. I believe you just have to pay the military power.
Military point, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to pause it, and I'm going to look at hiring a general.
Okie dokie. So where he's going here is in the military tab. And then he's going to click down here on
Recruit a general. It costs 50 points.
Yep.
Are you sure you want to recruit a general? I'm going to click
that
OK.
or you can give your heir the military command.
Oh, we can give the heir the military?
Yeah.
I've never done that before. What do you think? Should we spend the points or should we just use the heir?
I kind of feel like we should use the heir because he's the same age as our...
Yeah, he is the same age.
So, I mean, there's not really all that much benefit.
Okay, how do you use the heir?
So if you're on the military screen, on the far hand right, it says, give your heir a military command.
Got it. Yep.
So,
are you sure you want to assign your heir as a general?
I think so. I think that's the way that we go. Because
So.
I think we'll probably...
Holy crap.
He's pretty good, actually.
Wow, he's got an awesome shock. Decent maneuver. No fire, but that's all right. The shock value is huge.
It's shocking.
Okay. It is shocking.
Bum.
I'm going to assign him to the army, which
perfect.
I just did. So now you can see the single star above the 8K on the army, which shows that we do have a general leading it.
And so we'll accept that petition.
Yep.
Oh, that's
I
not what I
will
wanted to do. I
unpause it.
wanted to deny that petition.
Oh,
I hit the wrong one.
oops. So what
Oops
did
is
the
right.
accepting do?
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
It
Okay, that's
cost us
fine.
some loyalty from the nobility.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's fine. We'll survive. I'm going to send him back to Berlin.
sounds good.
Seems like a decent place to defend. It being our
Yeah,
capital and all.
yeah. For right now, it'll.
It is Berlin, yes.
Yes, yes.
So I was just taking a little peek-see at Teutonic Order, and they have a larger army than we do.
Yep.
They're the same technology level, but they have 11 stack, and we only have an 8 stack.
Well,
But if we get Poland to help,
that's where I think it's going to be. Is we need to
Poland
get
has
Poland to join
18.
us, and if we get Poland to join us, we'll be able to rout the Teutonic Order.
Absolutely. However, we need them to join us. So we'll
Well, I
have to see
mean,
how much we can actually take.
right now we are currently at 155. They love us.
It's true.
Yeah.
They do. 155. That's gone up quick.
Yeah, it's getting there.
Okay. Yeah, improved relations plus 38. Now, question.
Yes, Dwight.
So, how many of these territories of the Teutonic Order do we have a claim on? Have you gone over claims?
I haven't gone over claims, but what we do have is a mission.
Okay. I believe we are automatically have a claim on Newmark because of that mission.
It doesn't look like it as of yet.
Okay.
So it looks like I'm going to have to claim that. So eventually, when we get to a point where we actually have enough done with what we've done, yes,
That was clear.
totally makes sense. When we're done with the building of the relationships that we are currently working on. So we've built up Poland up to the max here. As you can see, it's only gone up 40 points so far. Brandenburg is up 81, and Austria is up 73. So Brandenburg will be the... I'm sorry, why did I say Brandenburg? That's not right. Saxony.
Newmark.
Saxony is...
Saxony.
Oh, he's working on something else entirely. He's working on
What is he
Anhalt.
doing?
He's working on Anhalt.
Oh, get him off. Oh, we're trying to vassalize Anhalt, aren't we?
Yes. So if we offer them royal marriage and alliance, they will become our vassal.
Leave him on Anhalt. That's an important
Well,
one.
he's almost done. He's already at 83 points.
He's at 83.
So,
yeah.
Once that gets finalized, we can...
They have wool.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 3 bags full.
Yes, that's the one. Each one of these territories has a resource that they focus on. If you remember us talking about before, we have a lot of cloth. Yeah. So I was looking at some of the other resources that the surrounding territories focus on, and it'll help us as we take them to diversify our trade so that we have additional products that we can trade in the networks and therefore increase our income.
Well said.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. A lot of nuance in this game.
Yes, and it's a very steep learning curve, as Jim
very
and
much
I
so.
have found out.
Newmark is livestock.
We have one of those.
We do have one of those, yes.
Mm-hmm. So...
Iron. 45. More livestock. Got a couple ports up here north. Naval supplies. Nice. Those will come in handy. Fisheries.
Okay, so I offered an alliance here to Anhalt.
Excellent. They accepted.
And, yes, and we completed a mission here where we have trustworthy allies. So our diplomatic reputation has increased.
We don't have an alliance with Austria?
No, they don't want to ally with us yet.
No, we only have an alliance with Saxony and Poland.
Correct.
And Anhalt.
Correct.
Okay.
Saxony, Poland, we have a royal marriage with Austria.
Yes.
So as that number here increases and gets to a point where it's higher, we can...
Did you show the overlay?
Yes.
Need to see it in the overlay.
Yes,
yep.
I did.
Okay.
So you can see it right here. As you can see, right now we've got 79 points with them. The offer of the alliance right now is 4 points is what the gap that we need to come up with.
That's not bad at all.
No. So once we get those 4 more points, we should be able to get them to be our ally and being our
However, We don't want to have too many allies at the same time because we'll pay a negative point cost in diplomatic power.
Yeah. Okay.
So you can only have so many
So
allies at one time.
it looks like Brandenburg, or
We are
us, we're
Brandenburg.
Brandenburg, Anhalt will not accept our vassalization right now
Okay.
because they have too close to us in economic and military power.
So we just need to get bigger and stronger.
Yeah, pretty much. But we have everything in place to do what we need to do.
Okay. We will be
So,
getting bigger and or stronger.
yep. So I'm going to go ahead and build a spy network here.
Ooh, Denmark's having some issues with rebels.
Yeah, they are. Big time. You can see the crossed lines. Those are territories that they've lost.
Rebels are attacking them and trying to claim territory away from them. If rebels get strong enough, if you don't put down the rebels, they can actually break away and create their own independent countries.
Correct.
It takes a lot to get to that point, but it is possible.
Yep. That is 100% true. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is once we get enough points in this spy network, we can claim the territory. It looks like we need 20. So we're getting 1.78 a month. And it looks like once we get the 20 points, we can claim Newmark. And then we will have to hope that our friends here in Poland will join us.
Now, question.
Yes, sir.
Do we just want to claim Newmark, or do we want to try to take a couple into the other area here, the mainland of Teutonic Order, maybe like Tuchel
Here is
or
the issue with that request.
Danzig?
We can't take any of those because we don't border them.
We don't. You're correct.
So
But sea border. Oh, no, we're landlocked.
we're landlocked, so we don't
Just kidding.
border anything. And so as much as we may want to claim them, the
You are
only
correct.
claim that we'll
We
be
can't.
able to do is Newmark. Now that's one of our missions, so that will help us in the short term. But that is something that we will have to deal with as we go.
Yeah, something with this game is you can't just take any territory you see. You have to have and solve a certain set of conditions to be able to claim that territory, to then be able to take that territory through a war.
Correct.
So you not only have to win the war, but you also have to have a legitimate claim on the territory as well to be able to then take that territory and add it to your current empire. Otherwise, you can just fight a war just to fight a war, and there's a variety of other conditions you can fight that for. Either force them to convert to your religion, or pay you a retribution, break their alliance with some other empire. There's a variety of reasons you might want to fight another war, but primarily you want to acquire more territory. So solving those sets of conditions beforehand is very important.
Yep. And it will actually be one of the things that we'll go over here. Having a claim on their territory is the easiest way to expand. But it also is one of those things where if you set a claim on it, the claims expire after 25 years.
They do.
And the penalty or the cost of it is aggressive expansion, which is something that we have to deal with a lot, which negatively impacts your relationship with other countries around you. So you get some things, but you pay with others, and you kind of have to just go from there. So,
Expanding in this game, if you don't do it slow enough, you pay the price. The aggressive expansion penalty can really sneak up and hurt you.
yep.
So a lot of times there's a pattern in this game in that you will go to war, claim a large chunk of territory, take it, acquire it, add it to your empire, and then you'll have quite a few years of just maintaining the peace, quelling uprisings, and making sure that the territory that you acquired calms down after a while, and the countries around you calm down and aren't upset that you're constantly expanding. So there's a big cycle in this game of just expanding and then sitting for a while and managing your empire before you can expand again.
Correct. Oh, it looks like Anhalt currently has no heir.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So that should be interesting. Let's
Hmm.
see what we get here.
The rest of the world is kind of doing the normal things that they do. The normal countries are attacking.
So,
Ottomans are expanding.
oh, did they take Constantinople yet?
They have not. Nope.
Byzantium
Athens is
down
still
to that
there.
one little territory.
Constantinople's still there. The Byzantines still exist.
Yeah. Well, they had actually a couple little territories. They have
Mm-hmm.
parts near, it looks like Greece.
Mm-hmm.
And there's
Yep.
the Duchy of Athens.
Yep. Athens disappears pretty quickly.
Yeah, it should.
They get eaten by the Ottomans. Ottomans are very strong at this time of history.
Very true. Very, very
So
true.
is the Ming Dynasty, which we haven't seen yet. They are east.
A little bit. A little
A little
bit.
bit. Just a little bit.
You've been pushing that Ming Dynasty.
I've been pushing the Ming. Yeah.
You're a
They're
fan.
fun.
You're a fan of the Ming.
They're strong. This time in history, they were also
Yeah,
extremely
they
strong.
are. As you can see, there's actually a score that goes with this game. Currently, we are earning 0 points because we're in 263rd place administratively,
Yeah.
64th place diplomatically, and 1077th place militarily. So we're off to a good start, is really what this game is saying.
Starting low and build
Start
up
slow.
from here.
Starting low, start slow.
That's right.
Yeah, buddy.
We got plenty to build to. We'll be fine.
True. All right, so we are now at -1 for the ability of
Oh, excellent.
Austria
That's not
to
bad at all.
accept us as an ally. So unfortunately, we only have 7 more points to go. So I don't know. I don't know what we're going to be able to do with them. We have to do something.
Yeah. Unfortunately, our economy is just not growing very fast. It's still sticking around the 0.52.
Yeah, it's going to be somewhere in that range, unfortunately.
Which means I can't really expand our military because we can't afford it right now.
True. Especially because our military isn't even at a point where its army maintenance is full.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I could dump this all the way down for right now and try to max out the income.
I mean, we don't need the army maintenance, so yeah, dump it for now. We can
Yeah.
pump it back up the next time, but I'm not worried about getting attacked right now. We have some strong allies, so we should be okay for a little bit. No
Yeah, I think
immediate
you're right.
enemies.
I think you are correct. Once we do start attacking places, we will get the income from
Correct.
going onto their
Raiding.
territory and raiding it.
Yeah.
So we're getting there, a little bit at a time.
A little bit at a time. Yep.
Oh, we're even now, 60 to 60.
Excellent.
Oof, just need a little more. One more little push.
Touch.
Yes.
Income went up nicely since you moved that maintenance modifier down.
Yeah, 0.66. That's not bad.
Yep.
Oh, it looks like Pomeranian is doing something.
Yeah, they're recruiting some troops.
Yeah, they had quite a few. Oh, they have a conquest.
You do.
Yeah. Wow. Alrighty. So as you can see, we're getting to a point where our guy is almost done with improving the relationship we have with Poland. It's at 182, a very strong number there. So we will probably pull him out of there soon enough. We also need to increase our relationship with Saxony. We are allied with them and have the royal marriage with them, but we haven't really improved our relationship with them yet. So that should be something that we'll have to do. They also may join us in our fight against the
Saxony might. Yeah.
Yeah,
They're right there.
Well, they're also enemies, so that might help increase their chance
Yes.
of joining us. So we'll see. Mostly I'm just waiting for this hopefully to bump up as we get to a point where we are getting that last little bit. We're getting 172 right now. For each turn for getting Austria to like us.
Mm-hmm.
And then hopefully we can increase. All right, sweet. They will accept alliance from us.
Excellent.
So I'm calling that
And
guy
that's our
back.
fourth ally, right?
Yes, that is our last ally. Well, we already have a royal marriage with them, so we already have a
Yes.
relationship. So I
Yes.
am offering
Correct.
them an alliance. So that's great
Perfect.
news. So
They've
now we have
accepted.
Austria. Yep.
Austria is an incredibly powerful ally at this point in history.
Yeah, for sure. And then we'll start improving our relationship with Saxony. We'll go look back again inside the Holy Roman Empire here for the electors, just to kind of see what we're looking at here. Is just the relationship, as you can see, we have with
Saxony's good.
yeah, Saxony is good. We're going to get them pumped up, though, get those extra 100 points. So that way we've got a little cushion here for any sort of situation that we have with them. So that'll be there. And then once we're done there, I'll start working on some of these other ones like Mainz. They're up for grabs. As you can see that they're 82 points behind is what we are. Trier we'd have to become allies with in order to overcome that gap. So that's unlikely that we're going to do that.
Trier's not
But
even close.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that'll be down the
They
road.
like the Palatinate anyway.
They do. They do like them. What's not to like? So nice.
Well, we won't go into that.
All right, so when we hit the end of this next month, we will actually have enough points that we can claim Nuremberg.
Excellent.
So I will
And that's
be
really the only territory we need to claim for war.
correct. We will be able to open up a war with them if we want to. We'll have to see, and we'll go down this road once we get this claim established. We'll actually pause how all of it works and everything. So fabricate that claim on Newmark.
Perfect. Well
So
done.
there is the claim. As you can see, everything pops up. I'm going to pull that guy back because we don't need him there anymore. And then once that hits, if you want to pause it here, Jim.
Are we good?
Yeah,
Is he back?
I'm going to pause it. He is back.
Yeah, there you go.
So you could see the declare war option is available. We have two options here that we can go with. One is conquest, where we can take Newmark, which is what we want. But you can see the expansion penalty is 100%, prestige is 100%, and there's 100% cost. So it's an expensive option. We could also humiliate our rival, and that one we get a little more prestige, but it doesn't really help us in the long run. So we want to take Nuremberg. Now, Poland will not join us.
See? I was worried about that.
They currently have a truce.
Okay.
Saxony and Anhalt will.
Okay.
Now, Mecklenburg, who is right
Saxony
above
and the
us,
note is enough.
it should
Okay.
be, and the Livonian Order will also join them. So
Livonian Order will what?
they'll join Teutonic.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
So we're going to
Where
go
the
ahead
hell's
and select it.
Livernian Order?
Livonian Order is further up the coast here. They're dark red. They're above.
Oh, yeah.
Lithuania.
Yeah. Who are they allied with?
They are allied with Scotland, Riga, and the Teutonic Order.
Got it.
Yeah.
Oh, so they're joining on our enemy side, not on our side.
Correct.
I was slightly confused why they would be joining us.
Now,
Okay.
if we want to wait until January of 1450, that's when Poland's truce ends.
It's 3 years.
True, it is 3 years, but it'll allow us to continue to grow and probably up our technology.
Okay. I'd be okay with waiting 3 years.
I think we should probably wait.
Okay.
So I'll go ahead and get that started again.
Yeah, we're going to have this claim for quite a while, 25 years.
25
so we'll be
years,
okay.
so we shouldn't have any trouble with it. So I'm going to start working on Mainz to increase our relationship with them.
Perfect.
So we'll do that. And then, of course, we have our relationship with Poland. That's at a 70, so that'll continue to grow, but it's going to cap out here pretty soon. And we should probably speed up the game a little bit.
We probably can. Yeah, there's not too much happening now.
So I believe as you were hosting the game, that
Yep.
would be something.
It is
you'll
now
have
sped
to
up. We're on speed 2 of 5.
do. Yeah. So you can see speed 2 is still something manageable. Actually, this is normally the speed that we play at. It's when it gets crazy is when you go up to like speed 5. That's where like
Ooh,
days go by like,
yeah,
wow,
that's
and you're like,
insanity.
whoa,
You
what
can't
just
play.
happened?
Yeah,
Yeah. But if
you
you
get
were ever
16 pop-up.
wanting to a point where you wanted to fast forward, that would be the speed that you'd go with. So it looks like we're actually starting to get a little more income from here.
Our income has grown a little bit. It's
Yeah.
0.68, but I mean, it was 0.66 from after the troop
True.
modifier.
But you could see our, looks like we're up to 9% trade power in that node.
Yes, we are increasing our trade power there.
Yeah,
I've been watching that tick up.
which is good. It's what you want.
It's better than going backwards
Yes, much
or
better than
someone
going
else stealing our
backwards.
trade power.
Yeah, I don't want that.
No,
Don't let that happen, Jim.
it's not fun for anyone.
Fun
All
for
right, it's
everyone.
next year. It's 1448. Just went
All
through the
right.
new year.
Yep. So we got to keep that going here, and
What month in 1450 was it?
it just said January of
Oh,
1450.
excellent.
So,
Okay.
but we can keep our eye on that, and
Yeah.
once that's ready to go, crush Newmark. Take
We
it.
will crush them.
The only thing I'm worried about here with this setup, so we're going to take Newmark. That's going to be our target.
Sure.
That shouldn't be an issue. I'm
What's
just
your
thinking,
concern?
well, Mecklenburg is behind us.
Sure.
So that's what I'm a little
Do we want to
worried
take somebody in the meantime while we're waiting on?
about. Not necessarily. Oh, and we got Berliner unwell.
Because we got Magdeburg, that's just sitting here. They hate us. We could take our 8 stack and clean up their 6 stack and be done.
So 8 regiments of revolt are about to arise in Berlin.
Okay, we got 8 of our own. All right, so now we're gonna fight. This is our first fight.
Oh, we forgot we have low morale.
Oh, yes, yes, we do. That's a
So
concern.
we're getting our butts kicked in that regard.
We totally lost that because of our morale.
Yep.
Yeah, because we started with no morale.
Yeah, I forgot that.
Morale is the little bar from green to red or red to green. And that's basically the power of your army. As your morale goes down, the more you lose, the more troops you lose. And whoever's morale runs out, that's who loses the battle. So we started the battle with practically no morale and actually held in there for a little bit, which was surprising. But we lost that battle, and the rebels are now trying to take Berlin. They're sieging the castle there. Oh, we got Lüneburg. Nice. Did you raise it back up?
I was trying to a little bit, yeah.
Okay, wow. Yeah, we're at negative 1.5 now. Woo! It's bad. So we got to wait a little bit for this bar to increase so we can get our morale back, and then we'll come over and take out these rebels. They're not going to be able to do very much against our castle. It'll take them a long time to siege that castle. So
Yeah.
as you can see, it's negative 42%. They have to raise that all the way up to 0%, and then eventually it'll go into the positives, and then they'll breach the walls, and then they'll take the territory. But it takes quite a while of sieging for them to go up through those percentage points to be able to get to that point. So we have plenty of time.
Truth.
See,
All
so
of that
that
is
they went
true.
from negative 42 to negative 35. So they're going the right direction for themselves. But our morale is increasing on our army, and we're reinforcing it. And we should be fine here in the next couple of months. Strong enough for us to go over and just wipe out the rebels.
Problem is that this morale is pretty expensive.
Woo! Yeah.
Trying to get to a point where it makes sense, and it just doesn't.
I see that you're adjusting it. Yeah. Just we'll go in the negative money for a little while and just get our morale up.
Yep, I think that's probably the way to do it. This is a pretty tough start here.
It is a tough start. Yeah. How much did you raise the morale up?
Actually didn't raise it too much. It's maybe half.
Okay. You think we're good to go in there?
Well, the problem is right now we're getting reinforcement. So when we're getting reinforcement, there's a major penalty.
Sure.
It's right now
Sure.
0.94.
Got it.
So,
So we need to. Oh, wow. Okay, we need 3 months to be able to fully reinforce this army. And then the
well, they only
morale
have
will.
3.3. I don't think
Yeah,
we
they
need
only have
to. I'd say
3.3.
you could probably go crush them once morale isn't finished increasing right here. And then we can
Okay.
dump the maintenance again until,
Yeah, they went up
say,
a nice chunk
October.
there.
Well,
Okay.
I upped the army maintenance to half.
Okay. Yeah, we're losing just under 1 gold a turn.
Yeah,
Or a month, I should say. We
whichever,
do have a general who is our heir, and that does make a difference.
for
He
sure.
can hold quite a bit of sway over the army.
I would say go take them out now, Jim.
I'm going to wait till tick. Yep, now I can do it.
Yep. So
I
Jim,
was waiting
as
until
you can see,
November.
is sending them in. And we're
He's
going to
locked in
fight
there.
this last 3.2 stack.
Yep. Oh, wow. And we started low.
Oh, you're only at half.
Yeah. We're still getting our butts kicked. Oh, no, we're doing okay. We turned the tide there. Yep.
Yep.
Battle won. All right, we're good. So we took out the rebels.
So
No
that's
longer a
done.
threat.
And I'm
No
going to dump
permanent
army
issue.
maintenance back down to 0 again.
Yep. And now we're earning 0.72.
There we go. And that
Yeah,
roll.
that army maintenance is going to hurt us for a while.
Yeah, but I mean, right now, without any army maintenance on there, we're making 0.72.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just unfortunate that we can't keep it where we should,
True.
fully up
I
and
mean,
have a positive income.
yeah,
Our
with...
economy is not very strong.
All right, so relations
Hey,
capped out there.
done with Poland.
I'll do that right there at 0.4. So that way we can continue to reinforce.
Yep.
Sure, Bavaria. You can do whatever you need to do.
I will be right back, sir.
All right, sounds good. Okay. All right, so while he's stepped away, we'll let this army reform, get itself back to top shape here. It's going to take a while before that happens. Oh, maybe I need to continue upping our cost here because it doesn't seem to be reforming very quickly. Try to get that down to slight positive so that we can continue to grow that income there. And we'll keep this going as fast as we can. Technology-wise, as you can see, we are still a ways off here. 598 is the power that we'll need to be at. So it will be until May of, well, 3 years from now is what they're saying. Teutonic Order is still allied with Livonian Order and Mecklenburg. So we'll work on that. 72 points now for Mainz. Okay. And everybody's claiming everything all the time, as they're wont to do. Oh, it looks like Cologne is our next. Let's make them an ally move. The objective, of course, is to get the electors to like you the most. Once you do that, then you can kind of expand how you feel. Oh, and it looks like they are currently at war. Anhalt is currently at war against Cologne and Hesse. So let's see. Hesse's in here somewhere. What's the Palatinate? There's Mainz, Wurzburg, Nassau. There's Hesse. So Hesse is currently fighting multiple wars, 3 wars at once. Holy cow. That is not going to end well for you, Hesse. Not going to end well for you at all. But you live and you learn, or at least that's what they tell me. As you can see, we currently have a major issue because we have very little prestige. We need to get that going up, which you'll get from declaring war and conquering. So we need another 120 guys here for our army to get that up to snuff. And okay, not worried about Bohemia. So it should be next month we will get the reinforcement done. Yep, 34 men. They will be given to the army this month.
It's really enjoyable just listening to the sound of your voice.
Well, that's very sweet of you to say, even if what you just said is purely a lie.
It's not a lie.
Oh, it's a lie. You better believe it.
So we got some fun stuff happening here. I saw a couple pop-ups.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Yeah.
Trying to increase morale a little bit.
Good luck there.
Well, balance the income, get that going. Whoop. Poland has officially made Moldova a vassal. I don't like that.
Yeah, that's pretty normal.
That at all. Yeah.
It's normal.
It is. It is normal. Yeah, buddy. Let's see. Looking at different things we can do here with nobility. I don't really want to lose any loyalty. If you want to pause it here, Jim.
Yep.
Well, maybe not pause just yet. What I'm going to do is I am going to, because it is December 27th now, I'm going to raise that army maintenance up all the way. So
Excellent.
It's now at 0.5, which should allow our army to recover. And
0.5?
We're losing 0.5.
Mm,
It's not so bad. So
No,
we can go
no,
ahead
not too bad.
and roll it here. And
Yep.
once the...
You raised it all the way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. All right,
Yep.
that jumped up.
And the Renaissance has started.
Is that the fair?
That's the Renaissance. And if we pause, Poland no longer has a truce.
Okay.
So
We don't want to declare yet.
Um.
Wait for that morale to go up.
Okay. Well, I gotta pull somebody back anyway, so I'm gonna pull the guy from the Palatinate.
Okay.
And I'm
It only
assuming
takes
that's...
them 5 days. So
Okay.
we might be able to do it in March. I don't think we'll be able to squeeze it out in February.
Okay. No problem.
Let's see what the morale does here.
Yeah.
Which in the grand scheme of things, that's not very long.
No, it's not.
Yep. Yeah, we got to wait one more month.
And
then we should be pretty close. Yeah, absolutely. Even though we're going to have Poland help out, you never know. We might get ourselves in a little tizzy.
Austria is going to join us. I don't think it's going to be a problem.
Well, we'll be fine, but the problem is it'll take them a while to get their troops up here, and I don't want to get wipes before they do.
Sure. Totally
So
understand.
that's my concern.
Totally understand.
All right, there we go. I got it paused. Yep, I'm going to save it real quick.
Probably a good idea now that we're attempting to expand.
Yep.
So you can see Jim is elected to send our troops into Newmark.
I'm going to roll it.
And forward we go.
Who joined us? Poland joined us.
Well, you can see we have this new little Brandenburg contest thing down here. So here's all the people that joined us. Austria, Lithuania, Czechoslovakia, Moldavia, Poland, Saxony. They have the Teutonic Order, Livonian Order, and Mecklenburg. So you can see Saxony is already going up to take out Mecklenburg.
Yes, they are.
And yeah, Poland's gonna be put in a hurt. No, they're coming to join us.
Yes, they are.
They're chasing. Poland's army is chasing the Teutonic away. Oh, and what do you
All right,
know?
we got our territory.
You want to? Oh, I guess we could use this to take a little bit of gold. As we are getting a little bit of gold, as you can see from... Oh, nobles demand increased pensions.
Should I pause it?
Probably a good idea.
Yeah, just so you can read that.
It looks like we're going to be losing 10% tax modifier.
No.
We either
We
have
need our
that
income.
option or we lose one stability.
Nope. Stability is too
So,
important.
Yeah, so we're going to be losing a little more income there. If you look at this territory, you can see we're getting 1.2 gold per month just by looting this territory. So
Yeah. So we'll take a little bit out of it for a bit.
Yep. Although we could probably leave it alone and go take from Tashel as we're going to be sieging Tashel.
Should we move over and siege?
I think it's probably a good idea just because...
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll
mostly
it.
because once we conquer this, then we'll have to re-establish. So,
For
look at
sure.
that. Look at all these Lithuanian armies. They're all over the place.
Yeah,
over
there's
here.
armies everywhere. Austria's coming up.
Like spider monkeys.
Something like that.
Oh, right.
Where is Poland going? Poland is
They're
going all the
taking
way
out,
north.
Mecklenburg.
No, they're going up into Denmark.
What?
Yeah,
That's
look
Holstein.
at this.
No, that's Holstein.
No, there is a Mecklenburg army in Denmark that they're chasing.
Oh. Well, maybe they really wanted to get that done.
Oh, that's funny. Okay, we're sieging Tuchel.
Oh, and a port is being blocked.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
The great news about this is we're going to be able to turn this Mecklenburg thing into revenue.
We might. Yeah.
Oh, we will. Don't you worry. We're gonna.
You gonna grab some gold from them?
No, actually, I'm not, because when you grab gold, you end up with that penalty.
Yes.
So I'm going to try to avoid that, but I'm going to have them pay us war reparations.
Ah, excellent.
So, and if I can, maybe transfer some trade power.
Mm-hmm. It's a good plan.
Thanks. I thought of it myself.
You did a great job with those thinking skills.
Every once in a while.
Teutonic Order is raising a couple more armies.
Yeah,
They're
I
trying
see
to
that.
hang in
I
there.
don't know what they're
I didn't
doing
see
with
who
them.
wiped them, though. I'm assuming it was Poland.
Oh, they may not have. I don't know. They're fighting Lithuania right
Livonian
now.
Order's fighting north, and it's hurting Lithuania.
Yep. Yeah, it looks like they lost to the Teutonic Order.
Mm-hmm. They did.
Oh, Muscovy.
Muscovy. Wait a minute. Aren't they... Oh, no, that's Moldavia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Muscovy's a little further out.
Yeah, Muscovy's huge, but they look big, but they're not very strong normally.
We actually get quite a large portion of the map uncovered here.
We do.
So you can see, we can see all the way down into Medina and Hejaz. Way down south there. There's Norway. So, yeah.
Did you just say south and Norway?
Way down south, yeah, because I was looking at Hejaz, which is way down south. But Norway is not way down south because it is to the north.
Mm-hmm.
As Riley would let you know.
I'm sure she would.
She was annoyed because I was petting her.
Oh,
said,
excellent.
No. We'll have none of this.
No. Pay attention to me.
None of this. Don't touch
Supply shortage.
Yeah.
We are taking territory all across the map right now, thanks to our allies. We have one army but our allies have like 16.
They're doing okay.
So we're
They
doing all
are
right.
doing okay.
Hence the importance of allies in this game.
Yeah, especially early in the game. Early in the
Early on,
game, you
yeah.
need allies. Build a
You
solid
can leverage
friendships.
your strong neighbors to
Yeah,
prey upon your weak neighbors.
that's right. So, I mean, if you do it right, it's cool.
It's true.
Nobody minds.
Nobody minds except the weak empires getting conquered.
They don't mind.
You
They don't.
sure? You sure
They
about
don't
that?
even know what they're doing.
They don't know what they're missing, clearly.
Dogs don't know it's not real bacon.
They don't know it's not real bacon.
Bacon.
Bacon bits?
Yeah, that's the one.
All right.
That is the one.
Bacon strips.
Bacon strips. Chicken strips.
Chicken strips? I could see
Chicken
those upsetting
strips.
Riley's stomach. Just
They
saying.
probably would.
Yeah.
Also, apparently we're behind because we haven't pushed some stability yet.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Stability actually helps our income quite a bit.
I kind of feel like we should do some
Kind
stability.
of feel like we should. That's going to take
It's
our
only
points,
100
though. We're getting
points.
close to tech.
It's only 100 points. It gives us -1 unrest, tax modifier plus 5%,
Okay.
institution spread plus 5%.
That's.
You also get.
I mean, taking this territory, it'll be stability is very, very important when you have a territory that's unhappy.
True. Very true.
But it's just the one province.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like increasing our tech
We
because
can do it after tech. Tech can be first.
yeah, let's do tech first and then stability.
No
Unless we
problem.
start having issues with Newmark,
Yeah.
then we'll reconsider.
That is an excellent way to look at it.
Thank you.
You know what you're about, son. You know what
I
you're about.
appreciate that.
All right. Oh,
Ooh.
we got a peace offer from Mecklenburg. Hey, Tuchel is done.
We finally got Tuchel.
Let's see what they want. They're negotiating for themselves. They have war reparations, and they want to give us 40 ducats. Actually, that's not a bad idea.
That's not too bad.
I'm just going to take that.
Yeah, we don't need a ton.
We need the money more than anything.
Mm-hmm.
So we will have
we'll
an
take
increased amount of inflation here.
Yeah, we will.
Which is not
We get
great.
them out.
Oh, Danzig, nice. Are
Yep,
you
we
just
got
there to kind of take some money?
We're just taking these territories.
I would just stay in Danzig for right now. There's a lot of money there.
Okay.
Brunswick
back
has
to
insulted
Danzig.
us.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
I mean, I would take it because there's 15 gold there.
Yeah. What strength do we need to be able to take this territory?
From here, they will accept if we want to just take Newmark now.
What do you think? Should we take some money for a little bit, or should we? We're losing money.
Yeah, we can't do war reparations, but what we can do is increase our administrative technology.
Okay. All right.
So we're
Now,
level 4 technology there.
Wait a minute. Did we want to do that? Because we can't core Newmark without the admin power.
Is it admin? I think it was dip.
I'm pretty sure it's admin.
Well, we'll find out.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
Oh, well. It's fine.
I would like to take these before the cost increases because we're not in the Renaissance yet.
Okay.
That came really quick.
Which one?
How quickly the Renaissance cost came off.
Oh, yeah. The Renaissance came super fast.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nah.
All right. Well, yeah, I mean, I would end the war whenever we can because we are losing money.
They won't as of yet.
Oh, I thought you said they would.
Oh, they'll give us the territory, but I was also trying to get war
Oh, you
reparations.
wanted war reparations too.
I was trying.
How much more we need?
Not much.
Okay. All right, let's hang on.
Might be now. Hang on. Let me try again. It is good.
Excellent.
And sent.
Perfect. We
So
now have a new territory.
Yes, we do.
I'm putting our army there on Newmark to try to keep the peace.
And you are correct. It is
Admin.
admin. But it's
Yeah.
only 82 points. So
Okay, we'll get there.
we can do that.
Diplotech. Excellent. Should be getting close to military. There it is.
Yeah, I got some tech going.
It was exact.
Yep. So we got that done.
That'll
should be
help.
helpful.
We are making money.
Yeah,
0.4.
0.4 for what?
Did you change our morale?
No, our morale is full.
Oh, can we make money and keep our morale?
No, because right now we're getting war reparations of 1.12.
Well, those are for 10 years, though, aren't they?
It is for a long time, yeah.
Yeah, so after 10 years, we should be in a much better spot.
They declared war on their new enemy, Danzig.
Huh. Nice.
Very interesting. Oh, we need a new rival.
Do we
Somebody's
now?
gone. Yeah, I think it's
Who's
going to
gone?
be Mecklenburg. You want to do Mecklenburg?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Mecklenburg.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently one of our rivals disappeared. So I'm guessing somebody ate them.
Yeah, who was our rival?
I don't remember who it was, but somebody's gone, and I'm guessing that's
Somebody's gone.
Yeah.
Danzig did something. It might have been up there. Oh, no, Danzig split off from the Teutonic Order.
Yes, it used to be Teutonic Order.
It
But
used
now
to
it's
be
Danzig,
Teutonic Order.
and now they're fighting.
Now they're fighting.
Oh no!
What?
And we got a new heir, and he's way better.
Yeah, he is.
And
Way better.
Hopefully he's.
What happened to our heir? He just died?
Apparently he died.
Just
His
died.
claim is weak, though.
That'll increase over time.
Yeah, it will. And we're done with the Palatinate. So we're still way behind on there, though. That guy's done. Screw Bohemia. All right, so we've done pretty much everything we can do. Mecklenburg is our rival. Well, we could work on Lüneburg.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we are. We're making 0.05. So war reparations.
We
have
were at
fallen-
0.4.
War
so-
reparations have fallen off a lot.
Oh.
Yeah. Did we get a second fort?
No.
Oh,
We don't have second fort.
no, that fort went up though. So we need to mothball it.
Oh, because we
Because we declared
increased the
war, so it
military.
automatically turns it back on.
Yep. So get rid of that. That'll help.
Oh, well, we don't want to get
Oh.
raise any new armies for the next 2 years, but
Uh-oh. Poland's taken Teutonic Order.
good.
Good.
Yeah,
Oh, I want to take them.
we will. Don't you
It's all
worry.
right. Yeah, it's all right.
Oh,
We got other people to focus on here.
the last jousting tournament.
Oh, that's a bad one.
Well, it gives us increased morale of armies, better army tradition, yearly prestige, but it costs us 30 admin and 14 ducats.
We need our admin.
Or we could lose 5 prestige.
Ooh. What's our
Yeah,
prestige?
it's
5.
Yeah. So I'm going to lose the prestige for right now.
Are you? Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, we should be able to start the claim pretty soon.
Yep. And next month. Right
Make
now.
core. Yep, we can do it now.
Core in now.
Yep, that's all of it.
So, as you can see, there is some unrest there. Looks like 7%. So if we look,
20% rebel faction.
yeah, if we look, it'll get 8 units.
Mm-hmm. which is what we have, and we have a higher military technology. We just increased that, so our troops are a little stronger. That
Sure.
helps.
Yes, I'm not sure how much that plays into
With the rebels, not sure.
rebels. I
Yeah,
think that they're all garbage troops, but
they
I
are
could be
pretty much all
wrong.
garbage troops, but you never
Yeah.
know.
So yeah, that's happening. We
So
should.
really, the dynamic on this is if you look on the right hand side, you can see the rebel faction, Teutonic separatists, currently at 20%. If that gets all the way up to 100%, what happens is you have that stack of X amount of troops rise up to try to take that territory and split off into their own empire. You basically have to quell that uprising with your own troops, fight the battle just like we did with the other rebel army. On the flip side, we're currently coring this province, which basically means we're making it part of our empire. We're solidifying our control of the territory. And if we can maintain control of this territory before that uprising happens, then that won't fire off. We will be able to take control of the territory and we won't have to worry about that uprising. So basically, it's just how quickly can we wrangle control of the new territory that we took before the local populations get upset and rise up. Sometimes
Correct.
you're able to do it, sometimes they rise up before you can. That's why you don't want to take too much territory at once because you have to maintain control of all that territory and you can deal with a lot of uprisings in the meantime.
Correct. Oh, that should also help us. Here we have 1 year ahead of time, so we have trade efficiency and production efficiency
Ooh,
increase.
excellent.
But
That's
that's going
good.
to end here.
Oh, we're at 0.04.
Yeah, that's
Man,
going to
this is
end
the
here
weakest
shortly.
economy I've ever had.
Yeah, it makes it a lot more difficult.
Yeah.
Whew, excuse me.
Granted, we're able to keep our morale of our army up all the way, so we're at least
Yeah,
that's helping.
yeah. I mean, we could kind of play into that.
I'm okay with leaving it because if we get an uprising, something surprising,
Yeah.
army's ready to go.
Yep. For right now.
Otherwise, it'll just get steamrolled instantly.
Really, Silesia, you're
Yeah,
the
what
vassal
are
of
they trying to do?
Bohemia. They claimed one of our territories as their own.
Yeah,
It's like you're not even a real country. You're someone
you're
else's.
not even a real country.
You're someone else's biatch. Okay.
It's true.
Yeah. So we're gonna probably have to put Bohemia in its place.
It's going to be a while before we can. Bohemia's pretty strong,
They are. They
and
are.
they
That's
have good
true.
allies.
Uh-oh. We went negative.
No,
I know. I didn't want to do it, but we have to.
how the? We're hugely negative. What changed?
Um, we are currently rooting out some corruption.
We
So that's
are,
some
but
of
that's
it.
not much. It went all the way up to 0.71.
Yeah, and
Something changed.
we're no longer working ahead.
Hmm.
That's the other part of it.
Okay. Yeah, we lost something big.
Yeah. Oh, wow. We could be supporting our heir. But I won't, because that doesn't really help us any. Okay. I mean, I know you don't really want to do this, Jim, but we need to start getting some income going.
We do. We do. We're still losing money.
I understand. I'm just chipping away at it, buddy.
Yep. Yep. A little bit at a time.
Yep. and trying to get the Renaissance established.
That's going to take a long time.
It is. It's not an instantaneous process by any means. But if we can continue to grow this, Steinmark, when we get it, or Newmark, I should say,
Hmm.
will help because it's a 333. That's a good
Yes, it will.
territory.
It's a decent province.
Yeah. It will take a while before we're getting income from it, but it's a good province to have.
It's a good start.
Yeah. And it's got moo cows. Who doesn't love
It's
moo
got moo
cows?
cows. It's very
Moo
important.
cow.
Inflation's going down, so that'll be gone here very soon.
Is
That'll
it?
help. Yeah.
No. Inflation is currently at
Oh no,
0.26. It's
now it's
even.
stable. Yeah, it was going down just last month. Now it's stable.
I wonder what caused that to change.
Yeah, not sure. We still don't have all three of our advisors, and our army maintenance is down.
Yeah. Currently, we have 0 for taxation.
What?
Well, we have a minus 10%,
Oh, right. Modifier right now.
so that's hurting
We're
us a
still
lot.
getting 2.67 taxes.
Yeah, but we should be getting more,
We
and
should be
that's
getting more.
really where
Yeah.
we're hurting
Yeah, that
from.
hurt. It
Yeah,
hurt.
it hurts a lot.
Yeah, it's really just our army that's pulling our advisors.
Yeah, but I mean, it's the beginning. It takes a
It
while
is
to build
very
to
early.
that point where you're like, oh yeah, this is
Mm-hmm.
happening.
Man, I wonder how much of Teutonic these two nations are going to take between Poland and Danzig.
I'm not sure. Because, I mean, they didn't really declare the war, so they may be, because it's defensive, they may not take much.
Sure. Good point.
Every once in a while I have one of those.
You have a lot of good points.
Don't lie to people. They'll think that I'm actually useful.
Extremely useful.
I'm not. Alright, Berlin. Yeah. Cool. We're at 12.5%. Oh, there we go.
Hey, we got it.
And we got a mission fulfilled,
Yes, we did.
which gives us
That just gives us a
claims
claim.
on 2
Yeah.
places, two cities, I believe, or not cities, but 2. So we can take all 5 of those territories here from Pomeranians.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
We could take all the Pomeranian north.
Yep, we get permanent claims on them. So
Permanent. Excellent.
yeah, buddy.
That'll be a huge, huge chunk. It'll take us a while to get to that point.
For sure.
They have some decent troops.
Yep.
They got the same size army we do, but we
Well,
just
we'll get
can't
there.
support anything else.
We'll get there a
We're at
little bit
least
at a time.
0 income right now. We're not losing, but we're
Yeah.
not gaining.
So I mean, that's not bad.
Did you lower our army maintenance again?
I did not. I left it alone.
Where are you toggling that?
It's in the economy screen.
Okay.
So you have colonial
looking at the
maintenance,
economy.
missionary maintenance, root out corruption, army maintenance, and then fleet maintenance. So right now we
Oh,
are,
I see the little slider. Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
we're not making any money right now,
No,
which is
but
fine.
it's okay.
So we may.
We should really lower our fleet maintenance. 'Cause it's up maximum.
It is at the max. You know what?
The
That's an
max of
excellent
0.
point. That might hurt us in the long run.
It actually would. Yeah.
Now, I'm trying to see if this will. It will not. Okay. I was trying to see if we put a point in stability, if it would help lower our institution inflation cost. And the answer to that
a good
riddle
question.
is no.
No.
No, it will not.
Assuming it's a no.
So that does not help any.
Wow, we would almost double the size of our nation by taking Pomerania.
Yeah, yeah, it's a nice little start. Um, Obviously, we'll need to wait till we're at a point where we can do that.
Mm-hmm. You have some decent provinces too.
Yeah, yeah, it's not
Some
bad.
good one. Woo!
Not bad at all. But
Yeah.
we need to, I think, wait on that right now.
We do. Yes, we do. We need to
So,
take some time out.
yep. Solidify new mark. Make it our own. Make it strong. So you can see we're now at 50% of rebel faction power.
Yeah, that should be getting close to going down since we cored it.
Oh, we got a visit from some shady people.
Oh, Slim Shady?
Nope.
Oh.
It allows us to build spy construction quicker, but we could also gain 5 prestige. So
Take the 5 prestige.
that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, I don't care about the spy network right now.
Yeah, I don't think we need to really do anything with it. Spend a couple more points here. And we're at 22% now with our institution bracement. Oh, we got border friction.
Yay!
Pomerania loses points. Sorry, Pomerania. I don't care how you feel about us.
We could care less about Pomerania.
Yeah. Not even a little bit. Less than less. We're about to get all 3 of our advisors or our diplomats back, so that's good.
Excellent.
Yeah, buddy. We currently have 2 people who are voting for us.
Do we?
Yeah, we got...
Who else did we pick up?
Well, Saxony's voting for us, and we're voting for us.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I mean, we'd be
I knew
tied.
that. We're close with Cologne.
Very
Cologne
close.
is
But
very close.
I don't really want to grant them anything else.
Okay.
Like, I mean, I could.
Yeah, we'd get a diplomatic penalty, though, by doing that. If we did a royal marriage or anything. We could improve relations with them.
That's already happened.
Yeah, they're pretty high.
Yeah, I've already done that. So unfortunately, that's not going to change anytime soon. Magdeburg hates us, right? No, they don't hate us anymore. Cool. So I'm going to start trying to work on some of these smaller places around us.
Mm-hmm.
To get them.
You know, technically, all we need is one more.
I'm sorry, you cut out there. You got technically all we need is 1, and then it went. Whoop.
All we need is one more elector to vote for us, and we'd have the majority.
Yes. That is
If we
true.
get Cologne to sway, we would get the majority for the next election.
I mean,
that's
we
huge.
Could. There is ways that we can do that.
When is the next election?
Whenever this guy dies.
Yeah, he's not that old, is he? Frederick III?
Frederick III is currently 39.
Yeah, he's got a long way to go.
Yes, he does. You know, unless somebody were to spike his coffee with something special.
Good luck with that one.
Thanks. I mean, it's not Crusader Kings 2, so I can't...
No, it's not.
I can't go kill him. Well, no.
At this point.
You can't, no. You just can't do it. But if you look, we are now making 35 cents.
Yeah, we are. Look at that. Well done.
I built up Berlin quite a lot, so that kind of helped us out.
I see that. Yeah.
Yeah, so Berlin is...
what we need to do.
Pushing... Well, I mean, we needed it. Pushing it real good.
Real good.
Bum, 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 bum. Oh, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I got excited.
Mm-hmm.
I still think we need to boost our stability.
Yeah, I mean, stability is a big one.
And it'll help
we
us
should
with
do
unrest.
Yes, it will. Yeah, since we got this uprising.
Yeah, corruption will go down. So
yeah, what do we need? 100 points?
Yep. So a couple months. 2 months specifically. Will boost
That would be a
stability.
couple.
Yeah, yeah. Your recollection skill is excellent, sir.
Thank you. First time for everything.
Well, you mean, yeah, kind of. No, that's not true. Your
I can't
recollection
remember the last
skills
time that
have
worked.
always been excellent, and that was good. That was a terrible pun.
Thank you.
So bad. So bad.
You love them.
I don't. I really,
They're your
really
favorite.
don't. They're
Your
really
favorite things
awful.
of all time.
No, 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 no.
Come on,
So,
Newmark.
Pomeranian is aligned with East Frisia,
Yeah, where the hell
Saxe-Lunenburg,
is
and
East
Verdun.
Frisia?
East Frisia is orange, or not orange. They're over here though. Yeah, they are
Not this,
orange-ish.
not
They're right next
Hamburg.
to Oldenburg and Friesland.
West of us?
Yes. If you see, do you
Oh
see
yeah, yeah,
Verdun,
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I
who
see
also
him.
is allied with Pomerania?
Ostfriesland
Yeah,
and Friesland.
East Friesland. Um,
Offriesland.
Saxe-Lunenburg, who is a little bit further north of us, but we would like to destroy.
Yeah, I see them. They're just all these tiny little countries.
Yeah, so I mean they're kind of ripe
They're ripe.
for
Yeah,
us to take them,
they are ripe for us to take, especially if we get some allies.
but we have to get our affairs in
We,
order in
yeah, we need
Nuremberg.
Newmark on
Yeah.
board before we do that.
Yep. Yeah, because it's not generating any. Oh shoot! What am I doing?
What are you doing? Stability? Well done.
Stability. Ba,
Well
ba,
done.
ba, ba. Oh
Hey, our
yeah.
income's 0.41 now.
Yeah, you could probably build a ninth army.
I was thinking that, I was really
Get
thinking that because
get
our
crazy,
armies
Jim.
are equal with Pomerania. So,
We're actually at 0.51.
oh, wow. All right.
Yeah, look at that.
What's our maintenance on these guys? 0.22. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what the cost of them individually is. Oh, okay, that's what it was. Oh, Bohemia has been building a spy network. Okay, whatever.
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 Yeah, they cost
Ooh,
10 to build.
that's not bad.
No.
All right, so it
No.
looks like this fight is going poorly now all of a sudden.
It does look that way, yeah.
For
I'm not sure why.
I'm not sure either.
Who's...
Yeah, they're
It's
they're
because
plus seven.
Livonian
Yeah,
Order is in, but I don't know what. I mean, Lithuania and Poland, Moldavia should be able to take them.
Bohemia has claimed Berlin.
Berlin.
Boy,
Ha,
that's hilarious.
that is hilarious.
We're just gonna crush you,
Don't they know
Bohemia. Look
Berlin
at
belongs
you.
in Germany?
Haha.
Nah.
Mm,
All right, we got our army. I'm going to move it in and combine it with our 8 stack. So we'll
sounds
have an 8
good.
stack.
Yeah.
Help with the stability of Newmark.
Yep. Yep. It will. It will help. Get a little boost. Knock it down a little bit more.
Little boost. Merged. Army's done.
Boom.
Now we're at 0.3. Oh, no, it just jumped up to 0.4. It is climbing. Taxation is climbing.
We got the 5% boost from the positive stability,
Ah,
so that
right.
helps.
Yeah. War reparations are decent still.
Yeah.
And you boosted Berlin, so we're finally moving in the right direction there.
Yeah. Berlin is
It's
at
at 19.
23% on the ability of it to get to the institution for the
Ah,
Renaissance.
got it.
So yeah. So it's getting there. We're slowly but surely
It's getting there.
working on it. Bohemia, you are on my list of things to do. I must crush you. So, well, we're still going to have a long way to go here with this. Knocking the unrest down. It takes a long time to get there. income will continue to grow as this gets better.
It will. Yep. What about our land maintenance modifier? Yeah, we can build up to 12 armies now. Since we took the Neumark province,
Yeah,
the way to grow your army force limit or how many armies you can support is to take more territory. One of several ways.
correct.
So that's the easiest way. So as you grow your empire, you can support more armies so that you can attack more people
And continue to grow. It's a
and
really
continue to
nice,
grow.
fun cycle that we use.
It is a fun cycle.
Yeah.
Rebel factions up to 60%. But it's only a 3.8 chance of increasing each month. Now 3.3. That is decreasing. So pretty soon that chance for it to increase the 60% up, that's going to be so far down we won't have to worry about a rebel army
Correct. At least eventually.
eventually.
Yeah.
It's taken a while.
It takes a while. You only lose 0.5% a year. So it takes a while. And then the separation continues to go down, and as it goes down, you continue to get better. The quick solution would be to use this increased autonomy, but that gives 25 years of them having extra increased autonomy, which means get you less from there. So it's not really all that beneficial.
It's not. It's a short-term gain for a long-term issue.
Yep.
Long-term penalty.
A long-term penalty. All right, buddy. I'm going to go ahead and call it an early night here. I know we've
Sounds
been
good.
playing for a little while, but unfortunately I'm getting a little headache. So appreciate
No.
everybody watching. It's not just a little headache. It's not a big deal. Appreciate everybody watching and hopefully enjoy this first segment. And Jim and I will be back again to continue our quest to become Germans. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Have a great night.
Thank you all.